Aloha, great job today. Here's our low E, high E, make sure we're in tune together, E major. So the first thing I'm gonna do is go over what I consider the bee's knees of our lesson. When we have our individual notes like a low E note, and we know that we're gonna go a whole step away from E sharp or F sharp, and then we go E to F sharp, and we know that's a do, re, mi, fa. That's the first movement in a major scale, Ionian. The next step is going to be taking our second finger and skipping our third finger on the third fret and playing the fourth fret with our pinky for that G sharp. E, F sharp, G sharp. Now we only have to be worried about naming these things, four sharps, G, F, C, and D, because otherwise we would have E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, and that doesn't sound like a major scale. That sounds like a minor scale. So when we sharpen that 3, that 6, and that 7, we get those sharp notes. E is for E major, first finger, and then the minor shape. When we play the F sharp, it correlates with a bar chord in that E minor bass, giving us a F sharp minor. Then we go to our minor third, G sharp minor at the 4th fret. Since we had our whole step to whole step, and now we need a half step, our G sharp goes to an A major. Notice how this shape is the same as our 1, because the 1, the 4, and the 5 are major. The 2, the 3, and the 6 are minor, and then the 7th is diminished. So what we're going to do is we're going to go E major, F sharp minor, G sharp minor, A major or A major, B major or B major, C sharp minor or C sharp minor, and then we have our special note. So in E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go all the way up here past the C sharp minor at the 9th fret, take that all the way to the 11th fret. Look like you're gonna play that, but then you're going to be playing a flat 5 on top of that. Because with a minor, we already have a 1 flat 3, 5. Do, re, mi. So now we need a do, re, mi. That flat 5 makes all the difference. E, F sharp, G sharp minor, A major, B major, C sharp minor, D sharp diminished in an E major looks like this. You're going to have a bar or your first finger down on the 11th fret for the E flat. You're going to take your second finger and then you're going to be playing the 13th fret on the D, and then the 14th fret playing bookends on the G and the A string, and that gives you and it resolves to your E major, the same shape you played down here. E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, diminish, oh my goodness, blah blah blah, and then an E. When you do it in A, we have an A major to a B minor, C sharp minor, D, E major, F sharp minor, and then we're going to have that same chord we played for the F sharp minor, but then we're going to make it a diminished by taking these notes and moving them just ever so slightly. So A, B, C, D, E. When we have this up here, E, F sharp minor, G sharp diminish is going to have all the fixings E7. So we're going to take our first finger, put it on the 13th fret on the G string. We're going to take our second finger and put it on the 14th fret of the D string. And we're going to take our pinky and play the B string at the 15th. If you want, you put your first finger on the A string on the 11th, and then that resolves to a A major. I know that last one's a little weird. There are many different finger variations, but I want you to learn how to play that chord variation because it shows a backward structure. So next week we can talk about a front type section, front type chord, ones that's built out this way, basically inversions. Okay, and then lastly is the E, A, and then D. D major. Here's our D minor. So D major, E minor, F sharp minor, G major, A major, B minor, and then C sharp diminish is going to have our finger here on the 12th fret of the G, bookend right here on the B and then the D, and then pinky goes out on the E. That resolves to our D major. Cool. That last chord I showed you had our finger right here at the 10th and the 11th consecutively. There are a couple different ways to play these alternate chords all the way throughout this instrument, and you'll get to all of them. And then lastly, after you go back through this video a couple different times, at least 500 million, right? How about a simple chord progression? A major with a C sharp in the bass, to a D major, to a D7. Out of 3, we could go 1, 2, 3. So try and do this progression this week. Have fun with the rhythms. You might even try and do down and upstarts and a combination of those. You can play it slow or fast. Slow is probably best though. Very nice seeing you this week. Try and work on stairway because it's a great thing for your fingers to be always working on. And then if you have any questions about how the movements go, maybe I should see. We could go over it again too if you really like that. I like this stairway song, but we can pick another song if you dig. Anyway, it was great seeing you. Looking forward to seeing you next week. Aloha.